If you're thinking about buying a Las Vegas new construction home, then you might be wondering how the actual process unfolds, since it's a bit different than buying a resale home. Today I'm going to walk you through that process, step by step, so you know exactly how it happens, as well as what you need to do to make your new home dreams come true. I know, having this as the first step sounds self-serving, since I'm a real estate agent, along with the fact that you can very well buy a new home without using an agent. But please, hear me out. I'm going to make this short because I don't want this to be the focus of the video. Simply put, there's no downside to using a real estate agent when buying a new home. We serve as your guide, essentially your quarterback, with your best interest in mind, working to make sure that you get the best deal. Remember, the new build construction reps, they work for the builder, not you. You need somebody working for you. Also, side note, please make sure you research the agents that you're considering working with beforehand, and then interview them to make sure that you guys would be a good fit working together. I first want to say that you don't need to get pre-approved for a loan to go tour new construction model homes. It's not a requirement. Still, if you need financing, save yourself the potential stress and make sure you know the amount of money that you can be pre-approved for before you start focusing on specific builders and floor plans you like. Options for getting a loan pre-approval include using an outside lender, or you can use a specific home builder's in-house lender. Many of the builders' in-house lenders can offer special financing incentives which result in lower interest rates if you use them. The lenders will want to review things like your credit history, your income, your job, all to make sure that you can afford a mortgage payment. The fun begins once you're pre-approved and you know the price range that you can afford. At this point, you get to choose the various floor plans you want to check out, and then your agent can set up the tours and get you additional information on any current builder incentives and deals. When you go and visit the new home subdivisions, find out if the builder is selling custom homes or spec homes currently. Custom homes are where you choose all the upgrades and features in the new home. The floor plan has a base price, and any upgrades you choose plus the cost of the lot are added to the base price. Spec homes are new homes where the builder chooses all the upgrades and then sells the house at an all-in price, including the lot fee. If you decide that you only want to buy a new home if you can choose all of the upgrades, then make sure the builder is offering the custom home route. Once you've zeroed in on the specific floor plan you want, then it's time to go into contract and put down a deposit, but only if the builder has one of those homes currently released and available for sale. So what happens if the floor plan you want is not currently available? Hey everyone, if you're new here, my name's Gershon and I'm a Las Vegas-based realtor. And on this channel, I cover the important topics that you need to know about when it comes to the Las Vegas housing market. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and let's continue. New construction subdivisions are built in stages. Every few weeks, they'll have another release where a certain number of homes are released for sale to the public. Sometimes demand for certain floor plans is much higher than others, so buyers have to wait for the next release before they're able to have a chance at securing that type of home. Therefore, builders will create an interest list for each floor plan. If the home you want is unavailable now, then you put your name down on the list, and the builder will call those buyers in order the next time they have a release with that floor plan. If you put your name down on an interest list and are subsequently called, then you don't have to move forward with the purchase at that time. You can skip for right now, and then they'll move down the list while you keep your place in line for the next release. But if you do decide to move forward, then the builder will ask you to come down to the office in the next day or so to put down a deposit and go under contract so they can move forward with building the home. Please note, to be put on an interest list, you must have a loan pre-approval or a proof of funds showing that you have the cash to buy the home outright, which is another reason why getting pre-approved earlier is important in case you do need financing. So you found the new home you want and the builder has that floor plan available to be built. Hooray. Now, it's time to make things officially happen. The builder will ask you to put down an earnest money deposit to secure the home when you go into contract. This deposit can be anywhere from around $3,000 to $20,000 on average, depending on the home price and the specific builder you're working with. You have 5 days from the time you put the deposit down to cancel the contract and get your deposit back, no questions asked. If you try and cancel the contract after that 5-day period expires, then the builder will keep your deposit. Now, if you're getting financed and your loan does not ultimately get approved, then you would still get your money back, so fear not. Once the contract is executed and the deposit is sent, the next step depends on if you're buying a custom home or a spec home. If you're buying a custom home, then you need to schedule time with the builder to come in and choose all the features and upgrades you want in the home. If you're buying a spec home, then there's no need to do this since everything's already pre-chosen. If you're buying a custom home, then the builder will invite you to come choose all the features and upgrades you want in the home shortly after you put the deposit down. Most builders have something called the Design Center, where you can see the different options offered and then choose your preferences. Things like the type of flooring, countertops, cabinets, paint color, etc. are all selected. Each floor plan has a base package of features it comes with, so there will be certain items you're already fine with. But you're going to want to change certain items to be different, and things like larger cabinets or tile flooring or even high-end quartz countertops could be considered an upgrade. To get these, you'll have to pay for the upgrades, and all that is added to the base price of the floor plan you're buying. Most people will add upgrades up to roughly like 8 to 10% of the base price of the home. So for a $500,000 home, you would expect to add 40 to 50 grand in upgrades to make the home the way you want it. Please note that some builders will ask you to add to your deposit once you've chosen your upgrades. This additional deposit can many times be about 10% of the total price of the upgrades. So if you have $40,000 in upgrades, you would be expected to send them $4,000 in additional deposit money. At this point, the builder will continue to work on the home. The lead time for a new home to be built can be anywhere between 3 to 12 months. So after this part, there's generally a lot of waiting. The next major part of the process has to do with your loan if you need financing, which we'll tackle next. Before you went into contract, you were pre-approved for a loan based on your income, job, and credit history. The lender felt that based on those factors, you would have no issue getting approved for the loan needed. Once in contract, the actual loan approval process will kick into high gear once you're about a month away from closing and the home being completed. You'll work with the lender to complete the loan application and provide any necessary documents to prove your income. The lender will also conduct an appraisal to make sure the home is worth what they think it is. They'll also confirm your employment and then check to make sure that you haven't made any significant changes to your financial position that would impact your ability to pay the monthly mortgage. Once everything is confirmed, the lender will approve the loan. Once that happens, you're just about ready to close the deal. The builders will tell you that you don't need to get one since you have a 1-year warranty with them, but regardless, make sure you get a home inspection on your new home. The best time to get one is once the home is completed, but before closing, and preferably before your final walkthrough. Builders make mistakes, and it's in your best interest to have an expert tell you what they are or what they could be, instead of finding out when you already own the home. What if a big problem arises after your warranty period expires? The inspection will cost a few $100s, and you can use the results as a punch list when asking the builder to repair items before closing and even after during the warranty period. Your real estate agent can 100% help you find a qualified inspector to handle the job if needed. Within a week or so of the final closing date, the builder will ask you to come do a final walkthrough of the new home. At this point, the home is basically completed, so this is your chance to see the final product and check the builder's work. During this appointment, you and your agent will inspect each room of the house along with the builder's rep. They call these walkthroughs blue tape walkthroughs, since the buyer will do the inspection with a blue roll of tape handy, and then mark any item they find with a blue piece of tape so the builder knows what to address. You're looking for things like areas that need a paint touch-up or removal, any structural defects, along with any features and upgrades that are missing or different versus what the builder agreed to in your contract. The builder will then work to fix as many items as possible before the closing date. If there are still a few items left to fix, then you would likely still close on time since the builder gives you that warranty where all those items would be covered anyways. They'll still come and fix those remaining items after you own the home. The only reason you wouldn't close is if a serious issue is discovered, such as a large structural defect or big problems with the HVAC and electrical. If you already got a home inspection, then the final walkthrough is a bit simpler since you already had an expert inspect the place. You would only really be looking for cosmetic items in this scenario. The final step to the process is closing on your new home and officially becoming the owner. At this point, the loan's approved, the walkthrough's been completed, and all parties are ready to finish the transaction. To make the closing happen, you'll need to sign the official loan documents if you're getting financing, and all the ownership documents, which is all facilitated by the title company who handles the transaction. They're a third party. This will take place on the day of closing or in a few days before the close. You'll also be required to wire the remaining amount of money from your down payment to the title company in time for the actual closing date. That money, plus your initial deposit, plus the funds from the lender will all together pay the builder for the actual home. If you're paying cash, then you'll be sending the full purchase price minus the initial deposit you put down. Once the money is in and the docs are signed, the title company will then send the full package to the county for recording of the deed. Once the county confirms that the deed is recorded in your name, then you're officially the owner. Congrats. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions about new construction homes in Las Vegas or about the Las Vegas housing market, then I'd love to hear from you. Have a great day.